there. So now that we have gone over Google Drive, Google Docs, Forms, Gmail, and Google Groups, we're going to look at Google Sites. Google Sites is a very easy way for you to make your own website, and Google hosts it for free. So let's start on some of these skills. The first one is to create a Google site. Let me move my little picture up. If you go down here to the bottom right, you'll see this plus sign, create new site. So click on that. And it will take you to a blank Google website. So the first thing you need to do is title it right up here, fake. And then I can go in here and change my page title. Fake site for class. So you'll see that it doesn't all fit. I can pull it over here and you'll see in the background the little lines to line it up to make sure it is lined up correctly on your page. So that is centered. You can change what kind of text this is. I would suggest leaving it as a header. You can also change the background image. So click on that. Upload. Actually, let's find one I already have in here. Select image, and this will come out of your drive. So these are gallery images that are already uploaded, or I can choose something out of my drive or out of my Google album. Let's see. I love food, so let's go with this. So there is a way to customize it right there. So that is your main page, and if you click right here, you'll get a circle that comes up. Well, it's just... So there's kind of your control panel, let's call it that. You have the ability to insert images. You have the ability to do uploads. You can insert directly from your drive. You can embed HTML code if you want, or you can just do text. So now, the reason it's set up this way is because that's how a screen reader reads. It's going to start with the title, then go to the headings, then go to the subheadings and the normal text. So make sure you choose wisely. For most of us, this is just a formatting issue, but title, here is some content. Enjoy. And then I can center it. Let me go up here and delete these extra ones I accidentally made. Now, if you look over here, you also have the option of changing the background on this section. This will help you kind of split it up. And then I can do this as a heading. Center it. And if I want, I can change the background on this also to change the emphasis. So that is how, I'm going to move my picture over here real quick. Sorry, hope that doesn't freak you out. So that's how you create your main page. Now, the next skill is to create pages within your site. If you go up here to the right, top right, you'll see insert pages and themes. If you hit pages, that lets you create additional websites inside of your main page, your home page. So new page, page 1. Now you'll see right here, here's my home page, here's my page 1. I can go in here and that's the title. I can change that if I so desire. I can choose a different image. Let's choose some other food. Some macaroons. And it will change the image. And then just like I did on the other page, I can insert, I can get that wheel to come up and I can insert that way. Or I can go back to the insert and I can actually choose different layouts. So this right here would be 2 images with content underneath. So I'll just go in there, click. Let's see, what do I have in here? I've got tons of pictures. So let's go with that picture of my kids. And then there's another picture of my kids. So as you can see, the picture doesn't actually totally fit in here. So I can move it around however I would like, and you'll see this one changes too. So it's already got formats in here. Here is one pic. How cute. Here's another pic. Even cuter. So you can insert it using their layouts, and that helps keep it uniform. Here's some other options. You can have collapsible text, which will show up at the bottom. And then when you click on it, that's the text that will pop out. So if I clicked on this arrow, my text would pop out. I could actually have a table of contents or an image carousel, which would have images just rotating around. I could stick a button or a divider. I could embed directly from YouTube or from Calendar, Maps, Docs, Slides, Sheets, Forms, or Charts. So it's all integrated, and it is very easy to go in there and do that. Let's look at the next thing. It says add text and images to your site. I just showed y'all how to do that using templates, but you can also get that wheel to pop up, hit images. Let's put a sign in there. I can stretch it out. I can move it. See how it's got the borders that pop up? I can move it wherever I want. And then I can go under here and I can add text. Here are some signs in my yard. Center it. Make it a little bit bigger. So, insert, embed, docs, and calendar. I just showed y'all right here on these options right here. Here's docs, and if you click on that, it'll go directly to your docs and show you your recent. So I could embed the skills checklist right here, and you'll see that I can actually pull it out so that the whole thing shows up, or it will just be embedded and people can click on it to see the whole document. And with calendar, you just click on the calendar and it'll ask you which calendar you want to stick on there. Here, see, I've got tons of 210s. I can insert our course calendar right there. I can scoot it over to make sure it looks good. So there's the calendar. Now, you've created your site. It's ready to go. It is not actually out there unless you hit the big publish button. So hit publish, and it'll ask you what web address. So you're coming up with the part that will come behind sites.google.com. So I always request that it not be in search engines, but that's up to you. And you can change who can view your site. So anyone publish it, anyone can find it and view it, or I can have it so that only specific people can view it when it's published. I've used this for my family before when I had a calendar for my mamaw when she was going through chemo. That way only they could view her medical information. But that's how you would change who actually sees it. And then you can also invite a collaborator down here. So maybe I want Morgan to have the ability to go in and change my site, send So now it's set up. Anybody who has the link can view it. Morgan can go in there and she can modify it. Publish. And there you go. So you can actually go up here to this little button, preview it, and it shows you 3 different views. This is what it will look like on a computer. This is what it will look like on a tablet. And this is what it would look like on a phone. So that's your preview. And then, of course, you want to share it with other people. So you can go to your little arrow, view published site. And let's make sure I'm on page 1. I want to go to my home page. So I can copy this, and that is the address that I will put out there on the internet. So this has been a brief tutorial on Google Sites. As always, let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.